Good morning, guys, YouTube people, world. Just got home from work this morning, Tuesday. Tuesday is our holiday, I guess you call it. Yeah, but when we work these 8 days straight, we get either the first day or the last day of our work schedule off. So today is the 6th, so we get today off. And the little cat. I don't mind that cat. That cat's fine. Little orange cat. I don't want here. Anyway, yeah. So when we work 8 days, depending on the pay schedule, where our pay period ends. Anyway, we get either the first day or the last day of our schedule off, because we're not allowed to have a day in between our schedule off. Obviously, because we only get 8 hours of holiday pay, no per diem. So if we take a day off, what do? I have to stay in a hotel, spend my own money basically on the hotel for the day. But yeah, so today's my day off. I'll be off for 6 days. And yeah, what I got planned for today, since the work closed, I'm gonna drop. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install. All right, let's start this all over again. Got some parts coming in. Kids been ordering parts. I've been ordering parts. Been ordering stuff. This big old bottle of Loctite for pneumatic and hydraulic fittings, thread sealant. Ordered a big bottle of this. Little bottle. These little, where they at? Like bottles like this of Loctite, of this thread sealant stuff, this 545. Just a bottle like this is like $12, $14 for, I don't even know, like 5 milliliters. There were some for like 20 something milliliters, and they were like 14, 15, $16, and I ended up getting this on eBay. This is 250 milliliters. So a quarter of a liter, basically, because it's 250 times 4 is 1,000 milliliters, and that makes 1 liter. I'm assuming. Anyway, I ended up getting this for $34 on the eBay. It's the last one they had. Not sure. It's on I'm not sure if that's Japanese. I want to say it's Japanese. Maybe not. Hong Kong. I don't know where Hong Kong is. Sorry, people. I'm not geographically smart. But Hong Kong, China? I don't know. Somewhere over there. Asia? Let's call it Asia. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up getting this. Got it for $34 on the eBay. Got a big old mess of tools, but I'm not going to put them away because I need them. Because I took all this off, or used all those tools to take the front timing cover off. Kid ordered a new timing cover kit. Comes with new gasket, new seals, new, Cummins seal, new killer dowel pin. That's aluminum. The reason why you go to this fatter killer dowel pin thingy, whatever you want to call it, stopper, stay, whatever you want to call it, it's because it goes in there and it's the thickness of the whole timing. What do you call it? The whole timing case. So you have the timing case, and then you have the timing cover, and that thicker one is better than what like they have in there right now. Right now they just have a little tab. It's just a little piece of stamped steel and a bolt, and that bolt can supposedly back out, and then you'll have a bolt stamped steel piece and the killer dowel pin, all three pieces floating around in there. Whereas this, it can't back out because it's sandwiched between the case and the timing cover, so it can't back out. And even if the screw does back out, it'll just hit the timing cover. Yeah, and then I'm assuming this is some sort of bullet. This might be a dowel pin, I'm assuming. It's a dowel pin of some sort. So, yeah, or some type of alignment tool maybe. But yeah, so we got this stuff in. Here's the seal. I did order a seal driver. I can't remember his name on Thorough Good Diesel. I want to say his name is Wayne or Dwayne. But I could be mixing up the YouTube people. This is pretty heavy seal driver. It probably weighs about a pound or pound and a half. But yeah, that's the seal driver that I'll be driving the seal into. I figured I'd buy one instead of using the old method. When I built the 6.7 motor that I had, I can't remember. It came with a little seal driver, like a stamped steel seal driver, and I used that, and it kept coming out and flopping this way and flopping that way, and it's kind of a pain. So it took me a minute to get it installed, and I can't remember. I think we did the kids first gen, the other first gen, the two-wheel drive first gen. We did his the same way with the same seal driver, and it kept walking and walking and walking, and it kept just coming out. But yeah. So I got the seal driver, timing cover kit. I got some. This is a tranny jack attachment for a jack because I have an extra jack, and I just couldn't afford, or I didn't want to spend the $300, or even like Harbor Freight has the tranny jack. It's $184. That's what I was doing. I was waiting for Harbor Freight to come out with a 20% coupon for the 4th of July weekend, but I guess they only do 20% coupon once a year, and I don't even remember. It was just last Memorial weekend. I can't remember what weekend it was, but they had a 20% coupon, or maybe it was Father's Day weekend. That's what it was. And we didn't have this truck. We didn't have the projects. We didn't have the problems, so I didn't know I needed to order a tranny jack. Otherwise, I would have got one. But they did 20% off, or 10% off for 4th of July weekend. So I just opted for the attachment. Got the attachment on eBay for like $48. Since I have an extra jack, and it does fit the extra jack, it's in the barn. This I think has a pin in it, and you can't get this off. So, but I don't want to do anything with this jack. I want to do the other jack. The old semi truck driving down my street. Wonder if it's Greg A. Wrenchworks. No plug. But anyway. Yeah, so we got the timing cover kit, transmission jack attachment. We have parts coming in for, you can see, this is a hydraulic line. So it's, we're going to be doing power steering hose. We're going to be doing Hydro Boost. We're going to do a Hydro Boost conversion on this truck. So I got a Hydro Boost unit coming in, the hoses. I'll have to buy the adapter. We got a rear disc brake coming in, rear disc brake setup coming in, a complete kit. Rotors, calipers, the Cadillac Eldorado calipers, pads, the adapters from Rough Stuff. Yeah, I ended up calling them because they had a sale yesterday for $17.76. So 17.75 0.76% off, and they were out of stock. So I ended up calling them because you couldn't add it to a cart, you couldn't buy it. So I ended up calling them and asking if they can lock me in on a rate, and he took care of me. I can't remember his name. I want to say it was Mark, something with an M, or Eric. I can't remember his name, but he's a pretty cool dude. Locked me in to the price. So without the 17.76% discount, I think it was going to be shipped, was going to be just under $700 because we upgraded to the stainless steel lines, stainless steel brake lines, and the emergency brake Eldorado brake calipers, brake calipers, which were an additional $200. So it was going to be almost $700 delivered, and because of the discount and everything, he ended up getting it to us for $583 total shipped. So he says those will be in next week, but he thinks they'll be in the end of this week, in stock. Then they'll box it up, whatever, and then we should have them by the end of next week. So yeah, the plan for the truck, so it's going to be a long video. Plan for the trucks, we're going to be doing a front timing cover, whatever. I'm going to be doing that this morning. I'm going to drop the transmission today. I'm going to drop the transfer case. We'll open the transfer case up to see what's going on in there, if anything. It could be fine. It might be fine. It might not be fine. But with this kid that owned this truck, I'm sorry, this kid is just, he should just get rid of all his tools. He's a knowledgeable kid, but there's a difference between book smart and street smart, and when it comes to wrenches and tools, some people just need to, I don't know, they just need to talk themselves to bed or something with their knowledge, because hands-on, this kid's got this truck all jacked up, everything's loose, everything's, like, it's all there, it's all done right, it's not done right, it's all there, it's all planned out right, with the right parts purchased, but the execution isn't there. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to execute and make it the right way. Because there's no way, after knowing what I've already gone through with the truck, there's no way I'd let my kid drive this truck. And this dude and his girlfriend, wife, whatever she was, were driving this truck. And that's just the dumbest thing. After looking over this truck, people like that shouldn't own vehicles. That's all I can say. But anyway, so yeah, drop the tranny, drop the transfer case. I'm going to go through the tranny, take it all apart, check all the synchros, check all the gears, check the fifth gear nut, input shaft, output shaft, check the clutch. Probably end up doing a rear main seal. Kids like, oh, the rear main seal was just done, but I don't care. I see some leaking, I see some seepage, and to my knowledge, clutches don't leak. Clutches don't have fluid, unless he's got some weird hydraulic flex flywheel. I don't know, but yeah, they don't leak. Something's leaking back there, and I'm going to address those issues. So yeah, I'm just waiting until about 8 o'clock so I can start making noises. I don't like to make noise outside until about 8 o'clock. But yeah, so we're going to end up doing, we're going to contact Torque. There's a company called Torque out there that does a front brake upgrade to the 4th gen. So we're going to be get the adapter from Torque, and then got to buy the calipers, rotors, studs, bolts to upgrade these to, I think it's like 13 and 3/4, 14 inch. They call it 14 inch rotor, compared to the 13, or I think these are 12 inch rotors. Then we're going to go to 14 inch rotors, the 4th gen. 4th gen rotors, brake calipers up front. This way this thing can stop whenever he wants it to stop. which leads to he's going to be going and keeping 37s on here. Obviously not these 37s. I've had these mud grapplers or whatever they're called, these Nittos, and I can't stand these tires. When you buy them, when you buy these tires, this is basically how much tread they come on brand new. So this is pretty much an 80 to 100% tread on these stupid tires. And this rear tire, in my mind, it is bald. And you can see those are the wear marks, and it's not even to the wear marks. And to me, these tires are bald. But these tires suck. I will never own these tires. Mud grapplers. You can see it. Mud grapplers. Extreme terrain Nitto. So he's going to be going to a 37 12.5 by 20. So that's why we're going to be upgrading all the brakes. I'm sure these brakes will be fine. They've obviously done whatever for this kid. Front bumper is going to come off after we're done with the engine stuff. We do have an issue with the engine placement. So let's get into it. So if we look, here's the center of the truck. Center of the engine. The engine is shifted over. So not sure what's going on. I'm thinking motor mount is reversed. That's what I'm thinking on that side, because when you have this P-pump, the P-pump right here is hitting the brake booster. So, oh, and the kid's going to be going to, I think he said he's going to go to a second gen dipstick tube or dipstick, the whole thing, second gen, so that you can mount it up here. Because this is where the second gen is supposed to be mounted to. Not sure if there'll be a hood clearance issue. It might be. If that's the case, I'll do a little drop down bracket so that it's down here. But we got to get the engine straight. So once I get the tranny out, I'll figure out what's going on with that engine. But yeah, so here's the list that he created. So we got killer dowel pin, the timing cover, killer dowel pin. Pull the transmission, check it for parts, see what's going on. He's got wheels and tires, 4-wheel disc brake upgrade conversion, brake booster, driver rear side hub, the oil seal, the wheel seals leaking. He wants to go through the differentials, check all the fluids, change all the fluids and seals. Steering gearbox frame brace. They make a brace for these trucks. It's 100 and something bucks. I might just try to make one. But he said he'll just rather buy it. But the one that they have for sale doesn't look that beefy. But we'll look into that when we get to it. Who knows? The truck might drive fine. This will be after we get the truck going, and if there's problems with the steering and stuff like that. So we need a serpentine belt and probably a tensioner, AC compressor. He wants this thing to have AC. Obviously, I do too. So we'll check all that out. Turbo, either a new turbo or turbo rebuild. We're going to be rebuilding. I wanted him to leave his truck so I could pull this turbo off and rebuild it. I got the turbo housing and a rebuild kit from Turbo Lab America or whatever it is. So this turbo, yeah, we'll have to rebuild it, or he'll get a new one. New fluids and filters, obviously. So he's got the Air Dog fuel lift pump. So he's going to order new filters, a water separator and fuel filter for that. And then obviously oil filter. I have plenty of those, and I have plenty of oil. Electrical, he wants to go through the wiring. These first gens have problems with the wiring. They got a bunch of fusible links that we're probably going to cut all out and do a fuse box and just clean up all the wiring under there. New battery. Battery that's in it is good. I think we'll just leave the battery in there. I have a couple batteries. Door seals, window seals, gaskets, door lock, driver. So I guess the door the door lock on the driver's side is keyed different. So I'll just take the cylinder in and see if a locksmith can rekey it to the truck key. And then we got he ordered hood hinge pins for the door because the door sags on the driver's side. The passenger side door is fine, so we're going to change the hinge pins on the driver. Our memory card got full, but anyway, we're going to do hinge pins, driver door on this truck, and his two-wheel drive need hinge pins. This door sags, passenger side's good, so hopefully that'll fix that. Yeah, so then hood release, cable linkage, the cable's broken, and so we need to try to find out cable linkage. And yeah, then he was talking about maybe doing a different bumper instead of the stock bumper, maybe doing a different bumper like the rear has. Something, it's like this, but something smaller, a little more narrow, I guess you could call it. Something like this for the front. But I think what I'll do, if we take this off and recoat it or whatever, I'm gonna cut this junk out, and I'll just weld in a steel plate in there. Weld a steel plate in there, grind it, because who wants iron bull? You know, it's so stupid. I don't know why companies do that. I get why they do it. You know, they got iron cross, iron bull, move. They got all these, you know, they want to advertise their name. Oh, whose bumper is that? Oh, that's iron bull. But anyway, I call bull on it. So we'll cut it out. Cut the iron bull out. I'll put a piece of 1/4-inch steel in there, weld it in there, and get rid of advertising, I guess. Because the only thing I want advertised on this is I don't know, maybe Banks. I like Banks, even though Gail Banks is an awesome guy. His little goons that work for him, that do his commenting or whatever, his reading of his stuff, they're a bunch of idiots. If Gail Banks were to run the show, if there was multiple Gail Banks that worked there, they'd comment and they would respond, because Gail Banks is a cool guy. He likes talking to people. He's a very smart, knowledgeable dude, and I wish they could clone him multiple times. That'd be cool. But yeah, probably new grill. We might be doing, my kids contacted this company, I can't remember. I think it's Ovens Garage. Just did a video of an intercooler from this intervention company or whatever. A cool, I don't know, air. Basically, it's an intercooler company or radiator manufacturer. And yeah, so my kid contacted them, was like, hey, where can I get an intercooler? What do they cost? And you have to sign up. It's kind of a stupid thing. So I told my kid not even to worry about it. We'll just find a 7.3 Power Stroke intercooler, which is like that big, whereas this intercooler is that big. So 7.3 and then his. So it's almost double the size, and it's cast aluminum. The ends are cast. That's just telling the kid the ends are cast, whereas this one that that company has, it's kind of just a generic, like, to me it looks like a generic eBay intercooler, but that's just what I saw from pictures in the video from Ovens Garage. I think it's Ovens Garage. It just sounds weird. Should be Owen's garage, but maybe it's Oven's garage. But anyway, um, yeah. So got a lot of work to do to it. I don't know what time it is. I just looked at my phone. It's 8 o'clock. 8:01. Time to make some noise. I guess I'm probably not going to be filming any of this stuff because I don't care anymore. You want to see, there's videos out there. You want to see how to uninstall, remove a transmission? You in the search button up here, search, you type whatever, first gen transmission removal or NV4500 tranny removal. Anyway, plenty of videos out there. I'm not doing any install, uninstall videos anymore. I'm gonna pull it out, show you guys what I got, and that's basically it. I'm done setting up cameras and junk. Sorry. Call me lazy, call me what you want. Sounds like a stupid TikTok crap. But anyway, alright guys, I'm gonna get busy. Oh yeah. Sponsored by me, because I paid for these. Ha! See you in the next video. Later.